Alright, hey everybody, welcome to the Late Night Age of Wonders 3 stream that I'm doing, because I feel like it. So, Age of Wonders 3 is a turn-based strategy game that is about armies and heroes. Yeah, that's basically it. Kind of like Civilization. So let's go ahead and start a new game. I'm going to leave it on King difficulty. I never can seem to win on Emperor difficulty. And I'm going to do a small map because I'm just going to do a 1v1. And we'll do empire building. Sounds good. Random unknown leader. Sounds good. And we'll customize our own leader. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different class types to choose from. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different races to choose from. Kind of feeling partial to Tigrans this game. Look at that guy. I love Saren the Black. He looks so good. But what kind of Tigrans do we want to play? Sorcerer? Warlord? Necromancer? Necromancer is pretty good. What does Warlord give our guys? Powerful conventional army, bonuses to cavalry, infantry, and pikemen. Yeah, let's do a Warlord Tigran this game. Tigrans are fast and agile, resistant to mind-controlling effects, while being vulnerable to other elements. Okay, so this one that they have built by default is a destruction type and expander. I think I'll customize a new one. Let's do Warlord Tigran. Sure. Let's not do destruction, though. Keeper of the Peace isn't particularly good as their affinity in a two-player game. Destruction is okay. Creation is good, too. I guess the question is, do I want to go for creation or destruction? Let's do air. Air is really has some really good ranged ability, enhancing and damaging abilities. Do I want Master of Air? Let's do Adept of Air. And we could do Expander and Explorer. Interesting. I don't think I've ever done those two in conjunction. Yeah, let's do that. Air, Expander, and Explorer. I guess that's not as exciting as it. I should probably do a Master of Air. And I should drop one of these. So let's drop Explorer. And we'll pick up Master of Air. Okay, cool. So then we get the high tier air abilities, which is awesome. All right, I just like to pick a randomized person because look at those whiskers. Those are fantastic. They're like orange whiskers. What? Is this a female? This is like amazing. Look at that. I love that. It's just the whiskers. Alright. Bunny Sunclaw. That's the name of my cat. I'm gonna save her too. Sure. I don't really care about the colors. Rise to Power begins. Okay, so for everyone who hasn't seen this game, this is a game about conquest with heroes and warriors. And so you got to build cities to do that. And you use the cities to build units, and you use the units to kill your opponent. Not that bad. We've got some units here. I'm going to put these all into a single stack. And we've got a settler. So the first question is, where do we want to start? I could go here. So there is a great farm here, which will give me a bonus to population growth. I think the Spring of Life will also give me a bonus to population growth. So it could be good to try to go all the way down here. What do Tigrans even like for... What do we like here? We like barrens, and we hate Arctic and blighted. Interesting. That's fairly restrictive. I could also just go up here. There's really... That's not a good spot to go. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Here you go, right here in the corner. You could get a great farm and a gold mine and a little production base. That one seems odd. That seems like a weird place to build your starting town. So I'm thinking I'm going to go down here, and I'll put a base up there. Yeah, I think this is the best choice. We're going to go down there. And yeah, I thought so. So this Spring of Life gives population growth and happiness. Which is pretty darn good. There's also some dudes up here that I want to kill. But I'm actually gonna, Doesn't this nymph have Seduce? That's actually a pretty strong army I have to fight there. So maybe I don't want to fight them. How do I do this? How do I control Twitch, guys? I don't know. Alright. So, let's get in there and destroy that wellspring. Alright, what are we going to pick for our research? Raise militia. Instantly deploys an irregular unit at target-owned city. This doesn't affect vassals. Wow, that is new. I have not seen that. Actually, wow, did they... I don't know if I've actually played Warlord since I bought the expansion. Okay, warfare. Okay, great. War effort. Empire cities produce 10 gold. Seems great. Force neighboring lands to submit. Target friendly city gains +1 domain radius. That's a fantastic ability. But it's not going to be relevant right away, so let's go for this war effort. Alright, so an Archdruid wants to join me? Sure, hop on in. Cool, so now we've got a full stack of guys, and we're just going to skip the rest of the first turn. Let's go ahead and found our city right there. And, ugh, I might get a little annihilated here. Lose their health and can move further. Units that belong. Lands around target enemy city. Okay, that's for an enemy. Got it. So that doesn't apply to my own city. I can't use it to debuff. Okay, I'm a little worried that I might not actually be very successful here. Okay, it's 5 damage. That's pretty reasonable. All his units are ranged. This nymph has the ability to mind control me. Oh, okay, Orc Hunter. Fortunately, Tigrans do have one of the most overpowered abilities in the game with Pounce, which puts them in defense, attacks the enemy, and lands behind them. Okay, so I think this Toadstool Fairy is probably one of my highest targets here. Wow, Orc Hunters only have Javelin Throw. That's super bad. Okay, so we ought to... Okay, here we go. So run up here. Shoot him with your spear. Pounce. Range short. Sure. Attack the Toadstool Fairy. Get the flanking attack. Okay, so I think she's immolated and bleeding. Okay, great. So she's going to burn to death at the start of her turn. So what else do we got here? We have a cheetah, a regular type unit. Not amazing, but not terrible either. Oh. Cool, I get to land that on that guy. Alright. And so now we just have this Archdruid who's got the longbow, which is pretty darn good. 4. Okay. And do I finish off this hunter? The only way he can not die to reactionary attacks is if he shoots him from behind, which would be a pretty suboptimal move. But maybe not. Berserk and Secret Enchantment. What? Secret Enchantment on a Warlord? That's amazing. Bop! Alright, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that one unit dies. The Nymph tried to seduce me, and then that guy died to reactionary attacks. Okay, well at least the seduce failed. That's excellent. My hero took an insane amount of damage, but didn't die, so that's great. And so we can just go ahead and do a flanking attack on this guy with my Archdruid. Gonna build up some momentum and do a flanking charge. And I'll finish off this guy with my pouncing cheetahs. Sweet. Oh my god, they're offering me a Toadstool Fairy? Okay, I'll take it. This unit costs 8 upkeep, that's not bad, and his damage is insane! 12 damage per attack? Jeez. Who do I leave behind? I guess I'll just leave behind one of my cheetahs. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to leave this cheetah back here in my base, and then group the Toadstool Fairy in with the rest of these guys. What do we have? A Raider, a Harpoon Thrower, and an Ice Scaper. I think this is worth attacking this round. Oh, alright. But I'm losing health fast. Ice Scaper, Harpoon Thrower, and a Raider. So the Raider can be pretty easily ignored. He has somewhat short range. Where's the Fairy Fire? Still pretty good, even though the attack is obstructed. I'm still doing 6 damage per attack. That's insane. Wow. What a legend. What a bloody legend, mate! So, these Sabertooth Chariots are insane. They get a free ranged attack to go with their breakfast. So I think what we're just going to do here is we're just going to send that guy in like that. Yeah, and then we'll send my Warlord in. He's kind of low on health, but the Raiders shouldn't be able to get him, or at least kill him. They might get one attack in with that distance they have to walk. Oh, and they chose to attack the cheetah anyway, so... I'm sorry, the Sabertooth Chariot. So what's really cool about these cheetahs is, unlike a lot of other irregular units, I can basically... they're a melee unit, they're outside of melee range, but they can do this pounce ability where they basically teleport behind their target, and it's going to cause the target to turn around and face the opposite direction, which means now my primary guy has a flanking attack. Bop! Bop! Excellent. Sorry, I have this game playing on fast attack animations, otherwise the game takes forever, so sometimes it's hard to see how the attacks go because the numbers scroll so fast. Bop! 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 Okay, what do we got? A Frost Wyvern. and 2 baby reed serpents. I'm a little worried that my hero is at risk of getting killed. And it's not like it's going to help me anyway to do a fight, so I'm going to wait 1 turn, which will buy me a regeneration. My city gets completed. Sounds good. And is there a way to pop out stream chat? Pop out. There we go. Sounds great. A scout? That's weird. That's different than my traditional unit, which is the cheetah. I wonder what they... Oh, that is available if you're an expansionist, I think. What do they do? They have sprint, athletics. Okay. Just a bunch of normal stuff. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's try our hand at the mana node to clear it out. There is a buff for the enemies, Great Healing Showers. A random unit will be healed 12 points and remove all fire debuffs, which is kind of a problem because I do have fire debuffs. These baby reed serpents have a ranged poison spit attack, which is pretty good. So I prefer if they did that at longest range, so I have a best chance of taking as little damage as possible. I really would like to poke down this wyvern though, so... But he might just get healed by the Great Healing Showers anyway, so... is it worth it? I guess. And I just simply run this risk that that the fairy gets zerged by the wyvern. So we're going to go ahead and put this cheetah body blocking him. I think that's a good idea. I'll take an obstructed shot, sure, why not. And I'm going to move in to guard my other hero with the chariot. He gets a small heal. The guy flies over my defender anyway. Oh my gosh, 3 hit points left. Okay. On the plus side, wow! His basic attack hits for a zillion. Oh, it's because Tigrans have noxious vulnerability. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, at least my fairies can totally annihilate that unit with ranged attacks, and so I don't have to deal with his super powerful melee attack. Okay, so the next order of business, if I can kill this wyvern or get him at least turned around, I can use this archdruid to shoot this baby serpent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up behind him. Oh my god. Wow, he hits super hard. Okay, I need to whittle this guy down a bit. So if I do 2 attacks, oh my god, look at his, he's gonna do 6 to 8 physical and 10 to 15 frost 2 times. So that's theoretically enough to one-shot this cheetah, which is bad news bears. If I go for 3 attacks with my hero, I will probably die. So here's what we're gonna do. We got some bleeding on. Okay. Alright, this is looking a lot better. So, first, I want to know if I'm going to kill this baby reed serpent, which it looks like I'm not. But don't worry, I think I have a way out of this. The chariot actually has 2 attacks. he has this action-free throw Sun Spear that he's going to use to throw at this Fire Wyvern, which is going to take him just low enough that my hero is going to kill him with a single attack and not suffer a counterattack. Then, since I still have an action remaining, I'm going to use the Saber-Tooth Chariot to go kill the baby Reed Serpent. Wow, that's fantastic. Tigrans are amazing. Admittedly, they have a weakness to every single type of magic, so, you know, they got that going for them. Or not going for them, was what I mean to say. Okay, so for our city... ooh, Stables of Vigor. Oh, that's fantastic. I always go for a Builder's Hall. Gives you additional production, allows you to build your buildings faster. Then goes for a Storehouse, which causes your city to grow faster. Both good things. Now... I do want this War Effort ability, but I really, really, really need to regenerate some health. And I don't have a way to do it right now. So... what do I do? I could just wait like 12 turns. I could fight melee only enemies. Not that, that's for sure. And that reminds me, I should check to see if there are any brigand camps nearby. Okay, so there's one to the south here. And there's one to the east here. Okay. Kind of want those scrolls, but I need to leave this hero behind. So here's what I'm gonna do. Pop her out. Pop in this guy that I took out earlier. And Orc Apprentice is a super powerful unit. It's a tier 2 unit, but it changes with the race, but I'm pretty sure he has an ability similar to this. Fairy Fire. Yep. Which does... oh, a weaker version of Fairy Fire. That's weird. Mine is significantly stronger. I don't really know why that is. Range penalty, not too bad. Let's go ahead and do that. So the thing with the Wisps is they have this very powerful teleport, but it takes all 3 of their actions, and so they can only get a single attack off afterwards. And I vastly would prefer if they used that ability to attack me. Instead of running up and hitting me 20 times. 13 damage. Okay, guaranteed kill, that's great. Okay. I don't want to give him too easy of an attack on these cheetahs. I don't know, this might get my hero killed. If he walks up and gets a number of attacks, it could definitely kill me. Okay, it looks like he decided to go for the Toadstool Fairy. Sure. So we can use our pouncing attack. I'm actually going to walk all the way around since the pouncing attack takes all my actions. Cool. These fairies also have this ability called Static Shield, which makes anyone who attacks them potentially get stunned, which is super bad because when they turn around and attack you while you're stunned, they get a full flanking bonus for a zillion damage. Okay, so you can't see it, but these guys are actually facing away now. I know you can't tell with fairies because you can't tell. You can't see which direction they're facing. But they're facing the direction of the person that last attacked them. So that means I should be able to move this guy out of the way now and attack with impunity. So I'm gonna run in. I guess since this guy got stunned, I'll kill these wisps first. And I should just be able to kill this guy with a single attack. Fantastic. Wisps are a really cool unit design. They're basically like glass cannons, but they pack a fair bit of CC with it, and they do a lot of damage because they deal damage when people attack them, which is amazing. Static Shield is an extremely powerful ability, and I always underestimate it when I get access to it myself. So instead of getting a node, I got just a one-time bonus of a bunch of research, which furthered the research on my war effort spell. I'm going to go ahead and drop you off in base. And I'm actually going to head towards this camp now. Cool. Call it a day. End the turn. Okay, out of actions. A hero has leveled up. The Archdruid, but not my warrior who's been in more fights. Okay. And I don't have anything that helps her heal, so I'm just gonna go for range damage. Boost her range damage. Okay, so we succeeded in researching that ability. And here's my spellbook on abilities I can learn. Expansionism is a empire-wide talent. Outposts gain an additional 20 production, and their population growth is doubled, which is very good if you're going to throw... An outpost is the smallest size of a city. It's what a city starts with. Authority of the Sword makes my domain larger, which is very good. But I think I'm going to go for either expansionism. Garrison's Honor is amazing. Units that are garrisoned in cities with a wall gain +2 armor. Units that are garrisoned in cities without a wall... What? Gain +2 armor and +3 strength. Wow, that is incredible. Okay, let's do expansionism. I'm just going to leave the Archdruid there. And a Brigand Hideout. Very likely victory. Sounds good. So they've got a wall here and a gate, and they're hiding behind it. It will not obstruct their attacks. However, it will obstruct mine. I have to have line of sight to be able to use this pounce ability, apparently, so I can't teleport through walls, which is probably fair, because that would be massively overpowered, I think. So I'm just going to try to hide behind these walls. Maybe I'll destroy this obstacle. Maybe I'll fail to destroy that obstacle. And what I don't want is I don't want to walk into melee range and then stop, and then pass the turn to my opponent and then allow them to obliterate me at close range. So I don't really know the best way to deal with this either. Let's go ahead and go here. Put this guy here. Put this guy here. Put that guy there. And sure, we'll do a ranged attack on that scoundrel just to do some 6 damage to him. Crippling shot. Crippling shot. Ugh. Crippling shot. How painful. What? How am I not getting line of sighted by this rock? That seems like a bug. I should not be able to pounce over this wall, but I am going to exploit it like a dirty, dirty cheater. Okay, so what's the best course of action here? We need to... So the thing is in this game, when a unit tries to run away, when it tries to disengage from melee combat, effectively run away from a unit that is in melee range and facing it, it will suffer a retaliatory strike, which is fantastic. However, these scoundrels all have this sprint ability that allows them to avoid attacks of opportunity retaliation for 1 turn. So we won't be able to crowd control them in that way. So Do I use the chariot or my warlord to attack this? I think I have to use my warlord, I guess. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit this scoundrel with some extremely high damage fairy fire. This seems like a great opportunity to use my 0 action. Oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. 0 action spear, which is great. I finished off that guy, but my guy unfortunately has crippling wounds from the crossbow attack that the goblin scoundrel did, so he's not going to be able to rush in and attack one of those guys this turn, which is really unfortunate. So, who do I have left? I have the chariot guy. There's this barrel obstructing. There's also this wall obstructing. So I think I'm going to run in. I'm going to destroy that. And then I'm going to walk up, pounce that guy, walk up, pounce him again. Alright, so now there's only one scoundrel left, which is great. I only have to suffer 1 attack this round. Bam. And it hit. It was a doozy, man. He did like 22 damage. Whoo. Okay, we're going to move him out of the way. I'm going to have this guy move up and destroy that. What is the damage on my crossbow? Reasonable. I really don't want to actually make any more attacks with this chariot if I can help it. So, since my warlord has the highest defense of all my units, I'm going to run him in. I'm going to attack twice. Oh, and I guess it's just going to kill him. Alright. Sounds good. Cool. A dwarf deep guard and a locket of lost love. Well, I already have a bunch of built-in spirit protection, so I'm going to skip out on the locket of lost love. And I don't really care about getting a dwarf deep guard, so I'm just going to leave. Okay, so my next objective here is to probably kill this camp, which will spawn roaming enemies, and also this camp, which will spawn roaming enemies. There's another one over here, but I'm not particularly concerned about it. So, what's the fastest way down there? Apparently this way. I guess I'll take this watchtower while I'm here. Hey, looks like my warlord leveled up. That's fantastic. And I can get field medic to increase the regeneration of my army, which is fantastic. In fact, I think at this point in time, I'm going to send this archdruid back here. Huh. Apparently, the toadstool fairy has significantly less movement than my other units. But it's a really powerful unit, so I'm just going to leave him in the army. I'm going to select all my units except for that one guy. I'm going to rejoin. And let's go ahead and take this tower. An open field of battle. Throw javelin, throw javelin. So his units are a spearman and a razor bow. Despite them being orcs and not having particularly good range capabilities, wow, 6 damage, that's not very good. The orc razor bow archer unit does come with the razor projectiles ability, which inflicts a 8 damage dot over 2 turns. So, compared to the spearman, he is probably the highest value target. Here is where Tigrans become really overpowered. I run up, I'm not even in melee range, with my irregular type unit, which is my arguably the worst class unit. It's like almost like a tier 0 unit. I'm going to use my pounce ability, which is a ranged attack on a melee unit, which teleports me behind the unit and puts me into guard. So now I have increased defense and resistance. I still get an attack, and it turns the enemy around. So now, when I shoot him with my bow, I get a flanking bonus, which is just incredible. Talk about a unit. I'm actually going to do this because I want want to get a flanking bonus on this guy. And the Spearman in particular, the Orc Spearman is a particularly interesting unit because he contains this shield ability. So he has a shield. So he takes less damage from attacks from the front. So if I try to shoot him right now, it's going to be worse. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here. I'm going to throw a spear at him for a zillion damage. And I'm going to shoot him with this flanking attack. And then this guy, I'm going to charge up and bop him. What a powerful unit. Okay, we've got extra movement points. I guess we'll just resume our trek in this direction. Might as well send this guy with him. Wow, look at that. We'll benefit from the bonus healing talent that we got with our hero. And these are going to be undead. I'm going to put this guy right next to him in case he gets attacked. I have a new hero offering to join me, another warlord. Show me your talents. Pounce on a warlord? Oh my god. Okay. Predator. Oh, I see. He gets pounce from his mount. I'll take him. And I'm going to be a jerk, and I'm actually just going to send his mount over to my hero. Because the mount gives my hero the pounce ability. Which is... That's going to be really, really, really good. Do we want to give this warlord any talents? Field medic? Sure. It's kind of premature. He doesn't even have an army to heal, but... whatever. Okay. So, they elected to attack me first. The barbarian camp spawned a group of enemies and then attacked me with both unit stacks. Probable victory. That's actually why I kept this cheetah around on its own stack. Okay, so I think he's not going to get the benefit of his... okay, great. So when I attack him on his camp, he gets a powerful defensive ability, but since he's attacking me, he's not going to get that, which is a pretty big deal. Okay, so we're going to line this guy up to get some good shots. I'm actually just going to let them come to me. I'm going to put my irregulars in front in case... oh my gosh, my controls are all whack here. On guard. Unguard. Go here. Unguard. That's funny. Let's go ahead and put him here. And I really need to kill these reanimators first. They have a powerful ranged attack for 8 damage. It's actually more than that because I have a pretty strong blight weakness. And then these Lost Souls are powerful, but they're melee, and they only have 16 hit points compared to these guys, which have 40 and are ranged. So, kill the Reanimators. They're the stronger units. He's throwing a curse on me. He hit me with Black Bolts. So these, what makes these seemingly terrible Lost Souls actually pretty good is they have this Undying ability. They will respawn with 35% health 2 turns after dying, which is pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and annihilate him. I still need them to get a little bit closer. Well, I guess they don't need to get that much closer now that I've exposed my Toadstool Fairies. But what I can do... Oh, I did not want him to land there. I wanted him to land there. That's going to put him a little too close. Do I at least have a ranged attack I can use here? I do. Unfortunately, I was cursed, so I lost a number of actions. What's the cooldown on this spear? 2 turns? I think I'll save it. Save the spear for the reanimators. I actually should have moved my chariot up. Fortunately, the reanimator kind of wasted his turn healing a unit. So this exposes him pretty significantly to that ability. Hit him with the spear, then charge him. Great, so that's 1 dead. Second one, I think I'm actually just going to walk up and start... okay, maybe I won't. I want to start just beating on him with my cheetahs, but they're very frail. You can see his retaliatory strike will do 7 to 11 physical and 3 to 4 spirit. But it will take 2 of his actions. So, ooh, and I got, my guys are kind of happy, so I got a crit. Crit bonus. Okay, so now, how do I have 2 lost souls engaged with my toadstool fairies, preventing them from taking ranged action. So, I think the way I'm going to handle this is I'm going to suffer a retaliatory strike to back up. Get 3 ranged attacks on this guy, hopefully kill him, which I did. That opens up nothing really, I guess. Oh, okay, great. So now I can pouncing strike that lost soul, forcing him to turn around, allowing me to take 2 ranged attacks on this guy, which I only need 1, and then should I kill that reanimator? No. He has no way to escape the cheetahs, so he's just going to have to suffer retaliation from the cheetahs. Oh, there goes that first guy regenerating, though. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Wow, that was... that was super bad. So everything I said would have been true if these guys hadn't resurrected. Since they did resurrect, they came around, they attacked my cheetahs, forced my cheetahs to turn around, allowing his effectively, 1 hit point orc reanimator to walk away without suffering a retaliatory strike, and then unleash his full damage upon my hero and kill him. So that sucks. Also these lost souls. Alright, well... I mean... On the plus side, it was my main hero. So I can't cast any global spells now. Oh. A world event completed my research on expansionism. Normally that would have been paused. Oh, that was super lucky. And I can't cast any world spells right now. The Empire suffers no happiness penalties from enemies in domain. City migration time is cut by 50%. Seems pretty good. Garrison's honor seems really good. Raised militia seems okay. Authority of the sword is pretty good. I actually kind of like this one because it leads me towards produce berserker, but I'm not going to do it quite yet. Okay, so since those guys were all dead, we can take their camp no problem. Let's go ahead and take this Jewel of Regeneration and put it on our Archdruid. Okay, so it kind of a high cost, but we effectively removed all barbarian camps. Oh, no, there's one more down here. Sure, let's go deal with it. Who is this? Oh, this is my other warlord. Right, I forgot she was here. Another hero. Oh, so we completed the storehouse. So now the population growth of our city has increased to 633 per turn, which is fantastic. I'm gonna go for public baths and then the hospital to basically max out my city's population growth as soon as possible, which I can then use to produce settlers, which I'm going to produce a lot of. Alright, Beast Encampment. Oh, I have water. Vampire Spider Queen. Vampire Spider Baby, Dread Spider Baby. So Dread Spiders are pretty unremarkable. They all have this web ability, which will stun a target for 2 turns, and basically that target gets annihilated if they suffer attacks. The Vampire Spiders all have the Lifesteal ability, which causes them to regenerate health every time they make an attack, which is extremely powerful because that includes retaliatory strikes. Cool, so we finish off that guy, and I'm going to send these guys in. So our goal here is effectively, I'm going to leave this guy out there. Our goal here is going to be to kill the Vampire Spider with ranged attacks. But she's extremely powerful. She is a tier 3 unit. She melee strikes for 16 damage and has 15 armor and 14 resistance right now. The reason her defense values are so high is because she took defend. You can see the little shield. So what I'm going to elect to do is I'm going to kite her just a little longer. One, two, three. So the unique ability of the Arch Druid is to make long-range attacks without any range debuff, which is super powerful. But I need to run these guys away because they are giving her a line of sight penalty, and I know this might kill me. It won't kill me, but darn near came pretty close. And now I can do an unobstructed long-range attack. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put this guy here, and I'm going to put this guy here, poised to strike. I'm going to move this guy even further into the corner. And hopefully the Vampire Spider can't get any of those cheetahs. And we can save them for a last-ditch melee attack teleport, if appropriate. Or a first-ditch melee attack teleport. Actually, I'm going to utilize this to turn the enemy around. So, when an enemy gets attacked from behind, they don't retaliate that attack. Normally, the retaliation attacks are 1-to-1. So for every attack, you suffer simultaneously retaliation. But an attack from behind, the unit spends their turn turning around. So this guy, even though he has 9 hit points, can very safely attack this unit as long as the unit dies this round. That's the requirement. How is this unit so powerful? I don't understand. I'm not going to be able to kill her this round. Her defense values are way too high. I wonder if I should sacrifice this cheetah. And basically force the spider to suffer retaliation if she moves away, or spend her entire turn just killing that one cheetah. I think that is probably the best move. going to move these guys 1 square away. Like that. I guess I'd prefer, if she's going to kill somebody, I prefer she kills the cheetahs. And we'll just see what she does. I mean, she has to walk 2 squares, and so she'll only get 2 attacks on whoever she chooses to attack, but she's going to hit for 30 or more damage. Oh, she's bleeding. Nice. Okay, fantastic. So she elected to turn around and kill that cheetah. She got 4 health from it. But it could be worse. Oh, okay, so look at this. Look how much more damage my Toadstool Fairy does now. Instead of 1 to 2 Frost, Fire, and Electricity, I'm doing 5 to 7 Frost, Fire, and Electricity. And the reason is her defense and resistance have been significantly reduced because she didn't take guard. Like she was guarding last turn, and this turn she's not because she attacked instead. Guard is very powerful. Cool, so I lose that guy, and that's sad. Ooh, I get a Bracelet of Blight and a Frozen Harpoon. Probably should just sell these, actually, but whatever. Oh, I got some level up. I'm going to take 2 more range strength. I'm going min-max on the range strength. Okay, so that basically kills all of the barbarian camps. I'm going to head back to base. Race governance level up. What would I like to do with my race? Tigrans Sun Guards and Sabertooth Chariots gain +7 health. That's pretty darn good. Or settlers are 25% cheaper to build in Tigran cities. Oh, I was planning on building a lot of settlers anyways, so I'll take it. Bunny Sunclaw has returned. Excellent, I got my hero back. Send these guys here. And send you there. Okay, I'm gonna go for the hospital, like I said I would. Hey, can't I cast that, wait. Didn't I research a thing that gives me more money in my cities? Here's my researched abilities. Warrior, no. Raised Militia. Garrison's Honor. Authority of the Sword. What? I can swear I researched something. Ah, here we go. War effort. The Empire cities generated initial 10 gold. Apparently, I don't even have to cast this. It's just a constant effect, which is incredible. End turn. Wow, my cities are already growing. Your cities will shrink when you start training settlers, though. Great. So, let's work on getting some money now. Bunny. We'll head this direction. I'm certain to get some gold for taking some of these gold mines. Authority of the Sword researched. It costs 10 mana. +1 domain radius. I don't really care that much. Hero slaying instills the Empire's forces with a burning desire to fight those regarded as the greatest warriors alive. The caster's units gain Hero Slayer, and they do bonus damage to heroes. Ooh, that's fantastic. Attempt to intimidate a target unit, they run away. Dispel is very powerful. I think I'll go for that. And I'll just end turn. Okay, I think... Oof, okay, I take it back. Okay, so these guys want to run away. Should I let them run away? No. I get evil points, though. So I was thinking about auto-battling this one. However, let this battle automatically resolve. However, High Elf Swordsmen are particularly powerful with their they're both armored and they have a shield. So they have 14 defense, which is extremely high compared to my 11, 9, 11. And then they also get +2 defense from the front. So if I try to hit this guy, very little damage. The other unit he has here is a Union Guard, which is just a first strike polearm. Sure. I think I'm just going to shoot him. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll shoot the Union Guard because he doesn't have a shield. It's 1 hit point. 3 hit points left, rather. Okay, finish him off. And we're going to bring in the Pouncy Boys. I'm going to force these swordsmen to spend all their actions walking towards me so that they only get, you know, a feeble single attack. Let's go ahead and javelin this guy to turn him around, which allows me to back up my archdruid and shoot him with my bow. Cool. And, sure, let's throw some ranged attacks on that guy. For a gazillion damage. That Toadstool Fairy is so good! And, yeah, I'm just gonna let him walk up and hit me once and then kill him. Wow. He got really sad. I'll give the experience to my chariot. 44 gold, fantastic. Do I want to hurry this hospital's production? I'm actually going to hurry the production of the settler, I think. So, given that, where am I going to put the settler? Probably just up here is fine. Oh, look, free gold. Oh, I can get a free building from this spot right here. Pass and turn. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna not auto-combat this. The AI isn't very good when it comes to auto-combat. It will suicide your units inappropriately faster than you can shake a leg at. Nice. A complete one-shot. That ability to attack at long range with no debuff is fairly unique. Not unique. It's fairly rare. The Archdruid has access to it, and a few key ranged units have access to it, and that's it. Boom. Let's just sit back and let them come to us, and we'll kill them with this minimal losses. These Toadstool Fairies are really good at killing fairies because the fairies have physical protection. Max range, shielded, obstructed attack. But it's basically free, so I'll take it. Pretty sure my chariot's gonna get flanked. Looks like he decided to go for my Archdruid. And the Fairy Fire hits for 20 damage per attack 3 times. I told you that fairy was good. He is super, super good. Okay, let's auto-combat this. Nice, I didn't even lose a unit. Okay, so I get a free building in my base. And I think I'll go with the barracks. And that. Alright, so at this point, now that we've kind of cleared out all the threats, we want to look at expanding. Sure. Okay. Got a bunch of abilities on the Archdruid. Inflict Bleeding Wounds is really good. So is Nourishing Meal that will heal your units, but I already have a unit healing ability. And what I would really like to do is actually increase her defense a fair amount. So give her some defense points. That will really protect her from getting nuked like she's like that's been happening to her. Cool, hospital produced. Now, settler. Oh wow, it's only 2 rounds. I don't even need to rush them. Well, I was gonna rush the settler, but now it doesn't even really seem that valuable. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna go up here. Yeah, there's like a little... There's a little happy place up here. No mercy, but we're gonna auto-combat. Oh my gosh. Whatever happened, the Toadstool Fairy survived with 2 hit points. What's really cool about this game is you can utilize this replay feature to actually see how the fight went. Because they actually do simulate out the entire fight instead of just crunching some numbers. Which is nice to hear. Suffocate, good ability, does 15 damage. It's just a spell that does damage. I think I'll take it. Let's queue up another settler after this one. Looks like we have another hero offering to join us. A dreadnought. Fire spit, wow. Fire musket, always good. But I'm actually going to decline. Looks like my hero leveled up. If I can get access to martial arts, I'll take it. And armor piercing is good. Overwhelm is good. War cry is very good. Let's take additional hit points. He's gonna be in there, in the thick of things, so I need to keep him from dying. Let's go ahead and take a turn to heal. My settler's all ready to go. I'm gonna send him up here. No mercy. And I would auto-combat, but I'm a little worried that my fairy is a little at risk of dying. And if she's actually my highest ranked unit. She's at the elite level. So, oh my god, she's so good. Oh my goodness. Annihilated. We'll run up here, and we'll shoot that guy with a crossbow. And then we're gonna... move this guy up here. Take some shots at the boar riders. Not a lot of damage, but better than nothing. Get the cheetahs in position. Guard with the saber-toothed chariots. Not like it's gonna matter. And body block with the other cheetahs so that the cavalry don't get the fairies. So he's just gonna turn around the unit anyway. Oh, looks like the cavalry just went for my warlord. That's a poor choice. Pounce this guy, turn him around. Move this guy out of the way. Annihilate him. And then we'll just annihilate this guy with ranged attacks. All those points I put into bonus ranged attack damage on the Archdruid really pays off. Because I think she increased her damage by about 30, maybe even 40%. That's really good. Dreadnought, I want a different hero. So I could increase her range damage by 1 more, but instead I'm going to go for 1 point in defense and 1 hit point. I have a bunch of really powerful abilities I could take here, but I'm not going to take any of them right now. I actually probably should have taken Nourishing Meal, because unlike my other ability, which causes each individual unit to increase 6 additional hit points per turn, that one actually will heal 15 points across all units, but if one unit is the only one that's taking damage, all the 15 points will go to that single unit, which would be better. An Engineer and 2 Sun Guards. Tiger Sun Guards are very powerful pikemen. They're pikemen, so they have all the benefits that go with that. Anti-air, anti-cavalry. They also have shields, and they have a special shield ability that makes them block certain types of damage from the front. It's really nice. Okay, there's a spell on this map that's negatively affecting me called Choking Fumes. Choking units suffer minus 300 happiness, minus 6 movement, minus 2 damage, minus 2 armor, minus 2 resistance. It's a lot of stuff to remember. Basically, they're just weaker in every way, which is fun. I'm going to move my guys up into a big group, and I'm going to make sure I don't step on these little grate things, because if I do, I'll take damage. Enter. Alright, so he's just going to sit back. So the Engineer has this ability that I really have to watch out for called Fire Blunderbuss, which does 16 damage in an AoE in a 7 hex circle. So if I group my guys up too much, it'll do a lot of damage. Do I have any good abilities to try casting here? Yeah, let's cast Berserk on that guy. Resisted. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get these guys in there. Move those guys up there. So they're grouped up, but I don't know if they're within range of that Engineer. And now the Engineer is somewhat at risk of my Warlord getting to him. Oh, shoot! I remember I gave my Warlord that pouncing thing, which I'm unable to use now. Okay. Pounce. Very powerful. I've already described this. I'm going to pounce this guy, turning him around, freeing up my Warlord to walk up and melee attack this Engineer for a zillion damage. I have to run through this fire, which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna hold off on that for a sec. Oh, I guess I can just kill the Sun Guard, huh? Now I've actually blocked myself because these cheetahs are standing on the other stair. Damn it. What's the range on pounce? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the only person that can actually pounce is this person. Damn. I've foisted myself by my own petard. Well, unlike a lot of ranged units, he doesn't have the old triple attack ranged attack thing going for him, so maybe that'll play out to my benefit. This guy has a polearm, so he's more powerful against... Oh, check this out. Oh man, so I got a flanking attack with my spear, but now for my actual attack, I'm not going to get a flanking attack since he turned around to face me. But if I could make him face away, now I get my... Oh. Wow, 1 hit point, huh? Drat. Hopefully he doesn't kill my saber-tooth chariot. Polearm guys are particularly strong against mounted units. You know, it's pretty traditional for these types of games. And we finally discovered that human engineer isn't particularly strong. Here we see the human engineer in his natural habitat, in front of a computer. Great. So let's go ahead and settle up there. Siju. We got an offer to join us from a rogue. Not now. Man, where's my opponent? I haven't even seen him. Not a single time. It's because he's on the other side of the map. Garrison's honor seems okay. Last stand is really powerful. Let's take last stand. I think I cleared up that mana node already, didn't I? So let's go ahead and build another settler. I've already queued up another settler. Okay, so new city. We'll do a builder's hall, we'll do a storehouse. Notice how it's way faster. The reason is because I took that warlord talent that gives outposts, which is the smallest tier of city, significantly more production and significantly more growth. So, I can spend significantly less. I got more production. I had 30. I had 20, and I get 10 from the Magma Forge. I see. So this node is also giving me 10. Wow, my city's expanded already, huh? A sorcerer wants to join. I ought to take this sorcerer and put her in with the other heroes. Pile of heroes. Oh. Commander Groot. Huh. I don't want to give her... I don't want to spend her points yet. Should I build a third settler? Absolutely. Uh-oh. And it caused the city to shrink. It sucked up so many people. And, where's this guy going? Let's send him right there. And then I'm going to rush this third settler. So he completes in one turn at the cost of 100 gold, and it makes my city unhappy. Sure. And we ought to finish off this. No mercy. What does he have? Axeman, auto combat. Nobody died. Great. Then we're going to head down. Oh, actually, I ought to... Honestly, I have to go right here. Sure. What do we got? Dark Sun. The visual range of all units is 2 hexes smaller. No mercy. Auto combat. The reason I'm doing auto combat is because it if I don't fight them, I don't get items. I don't think. I'm not exactly sure. Keras. Okay, so main city is done and awaiting orders. So I'm going to go for some mounted units. So in order to do that, I need to build a war hall. And I'll go for some of those chariots. Builder's hall, storehouse, just like before. Kind of getting tight for cash. Look at that, 18 credits. Although I don't pay for those things that I have queued up until their time actually comes. Let's go ahead and do raise militia. So here's another really great spot for a city. There's 2 gold mines and a flow rock citadel. This is a pretty sizable army to have to deal with, but I do have my archdruid who's got Ranged attacks that hit for a zillion. So I think I should be able to mow these guys down as they approach me. Wow, 2 curses. That very much sucks. A reasonable amount of damage. So I'm going to move my guy in, which brings me close enough to not suffer a range penalty on my crossbow attack. It only shoots 1 time. And then also effectively blocks my fairies from these impalers here. So we have a spearman coming to flank us, and then we have 2 priests ranged attacking. So the primary function of these cheetahs is going to be to engage the priests. Oh my god, they killed my hero. Can you believe that? Orcs are so powerful. They have this war cry ability inherently. It gives them +3 melee strength, and so they can get a big hit a lot of the time. That is not what I wanted. But I could hop behind that guy and absolutely walk into range using my cavalry because they can go a zillion units of distance. Oh, I still haven't attacked with my fairy this round. Oops. Kill the priests. Okay, so sprint. Wow. Oh, he could have used that more effectively, I think. Well, I guess that wasn't. He could have done better, I think. I mean, well, actually, the AI isn't very smart. His goal is to win, not to force me to lose a single unit, which is actually the thing that's going to cause me to lose. So, I mean, lose in the long run, rather. Cool, got that. What do we got? A armor-piercing melee strength hero slayer weapon and a blight mask. Okay. Well, these would be really good for our warlord who's dead. So that's not particularly useful. But when he comes back to life, we'll give it to him. In the meantime, she got some stuff. I'm going to take Nourishing Meal this time. And I'm going to take +1 resistance. Make her a little bit more resistant. End turn. 5 turns on growth. 11 turns on growth. Trying to make sure that this city gets the Great Farm and not the big city. Their borders are going to join for a while. Alright, it's been a really long time and I'm getting really tired now. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. It's been a pleasure having you, and maybe I'll see you all again. Take care.